You know that feeling when you walk into a truly amazing luxury hotel? Everything just feels right. The lighting, the smell, the way everything just works. Now, you'd probably think it's all about who spent the most money on marble or fancy art. But honestly, the real secret isn't what they build, it's what they manage not to mess up. And today, we're going to pull back that curtain and show you exactly how they do it. See, behind a perfectly serene hallway like this one, there's a literal battlefield of decisions. We're talking about billion-dollar projects where just one bad call on something as boring as plumbing or storage or staffing can echo for decades. It can cost millions in lost revenue and create operational nightmares. This beautiful, calm result, it is absolutely not a given.
And that right there is the key. The real difference between a legendary hotel that prints money and a financial black hole, it isn't about getting a few things right. It's about systematically dodging 1,000 things that can go horribly wrong. So how in the world do the smartest developers stack the odds in their favor?
Well, before we get to the solution, we have to really understand the scale of the problem here. This is not just another business challenge. This is one of the highest stakes games in real estate. And believe me, the landscape is absolutely littered with beautiful, expensive failures. So where does it all go wrong? Well, a design disconnect is when you have a stunning lobby that just can't handle the flow of actual luggage on a busy day. But the back of house flaws, oh, those are the invisible killers. I want you to imagine a 5-star hotel where the main storage for all the linens is in the sub-basement, but the laundry room is on the top floor. Just think about that. That single design choice means staff waste an extra hour every single day just moving sheets around. That adds up to tens of thousands in wasted labor every single year. It's death by 1,000 cuts.
So how do you learn to avoid the mistakes you don't even know exist yet? You can't get this stuff from a textbook or a lecture. No way. You have to go inside a living, breathing hotel. Not as a guest, but more like a forensic investigator.
And this quote just nails it. This isn't about sipping champagne and admiring the drapes. This is about getting totally unfiltered access to the people who run the place, day in and day out, and asking them the tough questions, the direct questions about their own expensive lessons. And just look who's in the room for something like this. These are the decision makers. We're talking developers, investors, the asset managers who have millions, sometimes billions on the line. They aren't there for theory. They're there to protect their investment. The investigation kicks off exactly where you'd think it would, right in the lobby. The entire first day is all about reverse engineering what the guest actually sees and feels. Okay, this slide is the heart of the entire idea. Day one is the front stage. It's the magic, what the guest sees, it's the art. But day two is the backstage, the hidden machinery that makes all that art possible. And you absolutely cannot understand one without understanding the other. So on day one, you're literally walking the guest's journey. Why is the check-in desk positioned right there? How does the lighting in this specific hallway change the mood? How does the room layout actually work when a real person with 2 huge suitcases is trying to unpack? See, every single design choice tells a story, and the whole goal is to learn how to read. But, as we said, the guest experience is only half the story. On day two, well, that's when you go behind the velvet curtain. This is where the real secrets are hidden. It's the part of the hotel guests are never, ever supposed to see, but it's where the hotel's success is truly forged. We're talking about the guts of the operation, the laundry chutes, the staff corridors, the engineering rooms, the huge storage areas for food and linens. Was this place designed for flawless efficiency, or is it a hidden maze that's just bleeding money every single day and wasted labor costs? This right here is the invisible engine of profit or loss. And this is where the magic happens. You get direct, face-to-face time with the hotel's general manager. And you start with the simple questions. What was the single best decision you made when you were designing this hotel? But then you get to the unfiltered truth. What was the biggest mistake? What part of this building do you and your staff have to fight with every single day? This is where you learn from somebody else's million-dollar or multi-million-dollar error. And then, finally, comes the billion-dollar question. If you were building this hotel all over again, from scratch, right now, what would you change? The answers to this one question alone can literally save a new project from complete financial disaster. So what's the ultimate payoff from all this deep dive investigation? It's not just about building a nicer hotel. It's about achieving a massive return on investment by simply not failing. Suddenly, the path becomes crystal clear. You get these real-world insights you can't find anywhere else. You get total clarity on that critical back-of-house plan before the design is frozen, before you pour the concrete. And that leads directly to smarter cost decisions, a faster opening, and just massive savings over the entire life of the hotel. And what's really cool is that this isn't some generic one-size-fits-all approach. The world's greatest cities become these living classrooms. You go to Paris, you learn the secrets of converting beautiful old heritage buildings. You go to Amsterdam, you master operational efficiency in super tight spaces. Each city offers a completely unique blueprint for a specific luxury challenge. So I guess the biggest lesson is this. Building a luxury hotel is like a high wire act without a net. And this kind of deep dive learning gives you a chance to see exactly where others have slipped. Because in this billion-dollar game, the most expensive mistake isn't a bad decision. It's the one you don't even see coming until it's far, far too late.